morning, class. Our topic for today is about subject-verb agreement. Before that, let's first tackle about the meaning of the subject.
The subject is one of the two main constituents of a clause. The other constituent is the predicate. Subjects govern agreement on the verb or auxiliary verb that carries the main tense of the sentence, as exemplified by the difference in verb forms between he eats and they eat.
Now we already know what subject means. Now, let's move to the verb. What is verb?
Verbs in the English language are lexically and morphologically distinct part of speech, which describe an action, an event, or a state. While English has many irregular verbs, for the regular ones, the conjugation rules are quite straightforward. Being partially analytic, English regular verbs are not strongly inflected. All tenses, aspects, and moods except the simple present and the simple past are periphrastic formed with auxiliary verbs and modals.
Now we already have the background of the subject and the verb. Now let's move on to the rules about the subject-verb agreement. The first rule in subject-verb agreement states that
The first rule states that a singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb.
now we already have the background of the rule 1 about the subject-verb agreement. Now I will cite some examples for further understanding. Here are my examples.
For example, in talks and talk, which one is the singular form? Which word would you use with he? We say he talks, therefore talks is singular. We say they talk, therefore talk is plural.
Now we already have the background about the rule number 1 in the subject-verb agreement, and we have given already some examples. Now let's move to the next rule.
Rule number 2 states that two singular subjects connected by or nor required a singular verb.
Now we have already background about another rule in the subject-verb agreement. Now I will give you again some examples about it so that you will understand it further. Here are my examples.
For example, my aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today.
Now let's move to the next rule.
Rule number 3, it states that two singular subjects connected by either or neither nor require a singular verb as stated in rule number 2.
Now I will give you again some examples.
For example number 1, let's use either or. Either Kiana or Casey is helping today with the stage decoration. For example number 2, let's use neither nor. Neither Juan nor Carmen is available.
Now let's move to the next rule.
Rule number 4 states that when I is one of the two subjects connected by either or neither nor, put it second and follow it with the singular verb
Now I will give you again some examples.
For example, neither she nor I am going to the festival.
Now let's move to the next rule.
Rule number 5 states that when a singular subject is connected by or nor to a plural subject, put the plural subject last and use a plural verb.
Now I will give you again some examples.
For example, the serving bowl or the plates go on that shelf.
Okay class, now we are done with the last but not the least rule in the subject-verb agreement. And the last rule in the subject-verb agreement states that
For rule number 6, when a singular and plural subject are connected by either or neither nor, put the plural subject last and use a plural verb. For example, neither Jenny nor the others are available.
Okay, class, that's all for today. I hope you understand something for our lesson. Then prepare for a quiz tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.